$25,000 a year. Even if you're single, no kids, no mortgage, that kind of income doesn't go far in San Diego. An average no-frills apartment will run you about $12,000 a year. A trip to the grocery store can cost more than $200 a month. And the gas to get to the grocery store, well, right now it's almost $4 a gallon. Earn $25,000 as a single adult in San Diego, and you're in trouble.
We all know that San Diego is a very expensive place to live. It always comes out in the top 10 in national studies of where is most expensive.
But how expensive? That's what Susan Dirksen and the Center for Policy Initiatives found out in a new study called Making Ends Meet. It shows while costs in San Diego keep rising, wages do not. And that means a lot of us are feeling the pinch.
What this clearly shows is that we have many people living in our community who are working hard, they're working full-time, year-round, and they're not making enough money to support themselves and their families self-sufficiently.
The survey found a single adult in San Diego must earn about $28,000 a year, and that's about $13.50 an hour. A single parent with 2 kids must make nearly $59,000 a year, about $28 an hour. And a family of 4 must pull in close to $71,000 a year.
So these budgets include the bare necessities. They are housing, utilities, food, transportation, child care, health care, some clothes, a local telephone, some household supplies, and your taxes. And that's about it. There are no frills, there's no entertainment, toys for the kids, no savings or life insurance, anything like that.
Dirksen says the gap between what many workers make and what they need to make is growing.
If you're a single parent with 2 young children, you need more like $28 an hour to meet these basic expenses. And we know many people are not making that. The California minimum wage is only $8 an hour, which comes out to about $16,000 a year.
I make $31,000 a year, which is not enough for my cost of living.
People like Teodora Gallo know all too well how much it costs to live here. She's been working for the city for 19 years as a graffiti remover. According to the report, her $31,000 a year salary is just barely above the income needed for a single adult to survive. And Teodora has a daughter to support.
As a single parent, I would like to have a second job, but I cannot have a second job because I have to take care of my 11-year-old daughter.
Let's take a look at the breakdown per month for someone like Teodora. Suppose you're making $31,000 a year, about $2,600 a month. You find a decent 2-bedroom apartment at $1,100 a month. Child care runs you about $500, food $400, transportation another $400, and don't forget taxes. Guess what? You're out of money. In fact, you're running a debt of about $200 a month.
When this happens, it affects the whole community. We hear all the time that businesses would be destroyed if they had to pay people a higher wage. But if people in our community don't have money in their pockets to pay for even their essentials, you know they're not going to be spending money at these local businesses.
Dirksen says the solution to the problem may lie with our economy.
What we need to focus on is bringing up the wages. Employers and public officials in San Diego need to make this connection between the high cost of living here and wages. The city can actually use its power as a purchaser, and it has, in some cases, to insist on higher wages. We have a living wage ordinance in San Diego that says any contractor doing business with the city has to pay a certain amount or provide health insurance.
In the meantime, Teodora continues to work, count her earnings and her blessings.
10 years ago, I almost buy a house, but now I live in a small apartment. Well, I'm grateful to have an apartment. I still am, I'm surviving.
What kind of a city do we want to live in? You know, we want good, stable, middle-class jobs where people can raise their families in a way that is what we all aspire to. That's the kind of San Diego that we want to live in, and I think everyone does.